So I don't mind agreeing. I don't mind disagreeing. I don't mind any outcome. I do mind when I get in a meeting full of professionals and nobody's leading the pack. It's definitely a pack. I don't know if it's a pack of squirrels, a pack of ducks, but nobody's in charge. So I've never worked in an amazing school district, Kurt. Who's in charge?
So I love that question, Karen. Who's in charge? Legally, nobody. At the end of the day, you have equal members and you have required members of the IEP team. So a couple things. When you're a required member as a special ed teacher, one, the teacher you select should have some interaction with that child. When you choose a general ed teacher, the PE coach for the child with dyslexia probably isn't the most meaningful choice. Just because he has more freedom and he happens to be off that block, that's not appropriate, guys. The other thing is stop releasing them early. You're putting yourself in a super difficult spot. You better get it in writing, because I will tell you, they're supposed to be there to give input, and that brings me to a very important piece. So you talked about who's in charge. So the attorney is certainly not in charge any more than I'm in charge in federal court. So they're not in charge. The special ed director is definitely not in charge, because they're probably the most removed educator from the child in that room. We have equal voting for those members, or equal involvement for those members. And now the school district does have to implement, but I feel strongly about this. The principal at that school is responsible for the safety, the academics, the extracurriculars. The buck stops with the principal. So I'm in an IEP meeting just a couple days ago. The principal sat there silently the entire time while we asked challenging questions. A couple things were clear. One, the principal was scared to death to open his mouth. Number two, he had absolutely no knowledge of what we were talking about. Unacceptable. If you are the principal of a school and you do not know how to be a meaningful participant in an IEP meeting, you should not be in your chair. Step up, y'all.